Rafizi Ramli has revealed that threats were sent to his wife after an attack on their son yesterday. He also shared that the attack could be linked to a meeting he had with some whistleblowers recently. Meanwhile, an entire row of shops in Kepala Batas, Penang, shut down to avoid being caught up in a controversial flag inspection rally. Stay tuned for this and more on KiniNews. Pandan MP Rafizi Ramli has revealed that threatening messages were sent to his wife following the attack on their 12-year-old son yesterday. In a press conference in Parliament this morning, he said one of the messages appeared to threaten their son with AIDS infection.
Clearly, secara jelasnya ini adalah satu ukutan kerana ada mesej yang terus dihantar selepas itulah. Jadi saya pun telah nyatakan kepada pihak polis supaya pandangan saya, pada hemat saya, bahawa ini adalah satu ugutan yang bersabit dengan tugas saya sebagai seorang ahli parlimen dan juga ahli politik lah. Isteri saya menerima mesej ugutan. Yang ugutan yang pertama ialah pada jam 1.12 malam semalam di nombor telefonnya. Dari satu nombor telefon, mesejnya begini, diam, andai teruskan AIDS. Itu kami dah sampaikan kepada pihak polis. Mesej yang pertama pukul 1.12 pagi semalam lah kan. Dan mesej yang kedua ialah pagi ini pada pukul 11.02 pagi tadi, dihantar melalui WhatsApp. Mesej yang sama, diam, andai teruskan AIDS. Kemudian emoji syringe. Kan.
Rafizi speculated that it could be linked to his recent meeting with a group of whistleblowers with information on a scandal that implicated a certain individual. He said before he met the whistleblowers last Wednesday, there was nothing unusual, but after they came to see him, this incident suddenly happened. He added that he had tried to trace what may have triggered the incident, but would leave it to the police to determine whether there was a direct link. Meanwhile, he said that his son and wife were doing okay, and for them, life has to go on. He added that his son will have to undergo routine blood tests over the next 6 months to rule out any long-term effects from the unknown substance. Several politicians have since spoken up over the issue. This included Prime Minister Anoir Ibrahim. Speaking in the Dewan Rakyat today, Anoir expressed deep concern over the rise of extreme behaviors in the country and cited the attack against Rafizi's son, as well as cases of bullying that resulted in deaths.
Saya telah menghubungi Menteri Dalam Negeri dan Ketua Polis untuk meneruskan siasatan yang telus dan rapi kerana budaya ini sangat membimbangkan, dan saya beri jaminan bahawa apa yang disebut oleh Menteri Dalam Negeri dan Ketua Polis Negara bahawa mereka akan bertindak segera, pantas dan cara yang telus untuk bukan sahaja mengambil tindakan tapi menghentikan budaya yang jahat ini.
Perak National also joined in with those condemning the attack. In a statement last night, it said it is a criminal act that is absolutely unacceptable in a civilized country. PN Chief Whip Taqiyuddin Hassan said they took note of Rafizi's remarks that the attack was an attempt to silence from speaking up on certain issues. He said if this is true, it marks the troubling development of Samseng, or thug politics, which is very unhealthy and dangerous to the political landscape. He added that differences in political views must not translate into threats and physical violence, let alone involve children. Therefore, he said PN expresses its full moral support to Rafizi and his family during this difficult moment. Taqiyuddin also called on the public to remain calm and urged police to deliver justice for Rafizi and his family. Yesterday, Rafizi's 12-year-old son was dragged out of his car by 2 assailants and stabbed with a syringe as the MP, his wife, and the boy were entering the vehicle. Rafizi said the attack was carried out by 2 individuals dressed in black and wearing full-face helmets. Meanwhile, the police are looking at all angles into the case, including whether it was politically motivated. They also confirmed that Rafizi's family will be under police protection. Selangor Police Chief Shazali Kaha told Malaysia Kini that the probe is being carried out under sections 352 and 324 of the Penal Code for assault and causing hurt by dangerous weapons, and section 14(d) of the Sexual Offences Against Children Act. He said so far there is no lead to suggest that it was politically motivated, but police are looking at all angles. Shazali explained that the probe was being conducted under the Sexual Offences Against Children law because the perpetrators had body contact with Rafizi's son, who is 12. Meanwhile, when asked if authorities have identified the content of the syringe used by the attackers, the police chief said they have to wait for analysis results. He also said that so far Rafizi's son has already been released from the hospital. From now on, you can also listen to KiniNews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us. Back to Rafizi, the Pandan MP has a message for young politicians. In a video posted on his Facebook page, he warned them against using inflammatory rhetoric. He said their values lie in their knowledge and vision for improving society.
Nilai kita ni terletak kepada ilmu dan wawasan kita untuk membaiki masyarakat yang kita nak bawa. Masa muda ni mungkin bolehlah buat nama dengan cerita stokin, bendera, mungkin lepas ni kasut, selipar, topi lah. Tapi bila berumur, orang akan gelak dekat kita kalau sebagai ahli politik kita ini hanyalah pasal stokin, pasal bendera. Jadi berpada-padalah.
Rafizi also cited UMNO Youth Chief Hishamuddin Hussein's infamous keris waving incident during the UMNO Youth meeting in 2005 as an example. He said the incident stuck with the public and ultimately led to UMNO being rejected by voters. Rafizi's comments came following recent threats by UMNO Youth Chief Dr. Ahmad Saleh over the recent flag incidents. Commenting on this, he said the flag isn't at fault, it's the people who are excessive. He added that many incidents involving the Malaysian flag could simply be honest mistakes rather than deliberate acts of disrespect. Rafizi said proper investigations should be carried out to determine whether flag violations were intentional before turning them into public issues. He warned that aggressive responses could discourage citizens, particularly non-Malays, from displaying flags altogether. While we are on the topic of the flag issue, the entire row of shops housing the targeted hardware store where the recent flag incident happened was closed as of 3 p.m. today. This was done to avoid being caught up in the flag inspection rally organized by ACMA. A check by Kinitv at 3 p.m. found the store closed, with several police officers nearby. It is understood that some businesses opted to remain shut for the entire day, while others began closing gradually after midday, as tensions mounted over the controversial demonstration. Police had also cordoned off the entire shopping row with tape, preventing public access to the area. Lawyers for Liberty Director Zaid Malik, who had earlier vowed to educate Akmal on obeying the law and to protect the hardware store owner, Pang Ching Tian, from harassment, was present at the scene. Meanwhile, DAP members led by National Veteran Club Chief Lei Hock Peng arrived at 4 p.m. to distribute national flags to passers-by in the area in a counter gesture to Akmal's rally. If you like the stories we produce, consider supporting us by subscribing to Malaysia Kini. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to subscribe. Malaysian Advancement Party President P. Waita Murty has challenged Prime Minister Anoir Ibrahim to release the full documents of his royal pardon petition within 24 hours. In a statement yesterday, Waita Murty said, only releasing the complete documents will Malaysians know exactly what Anoir requested from the king. According to the records cited by him, Anoir submitted 3 separate petitions for pardon. 2 in 2015 and 2017 were rejected. The third on May 16, 2018 was approved. He said these documents will prove whether Anoir applied solely for a pardon under Article 42 of the Federal Constitution or whether he also sought the lifting of his disqualification to contest elections under Article 48(3) of the Constitution. Waita also asked if Anoir followed traditional clemency procedures by acknowledging guilt and expressing remorse. He urged Anoir to release the full petition in the name of national interest and transparency. On Tuesday, Waita filed a court action claiming Anoir's status as MP and Prime Minister is unconstitutional. He is seeking a declaration that Anoir's disqualification as a member of the August House was never revoked by the Yang di-Pertuan Agong. He also wants the court to declare Anoir's GE15 Tambun win and his PM appointment null and void. Following the death of 13-year-old Zara Kairina Mahathir, the principal, senior assistant of student affairs and all wardens at the school she attended have been transferred out temporarily. The Education Ministry said the staff will be transferred to the Sabah State Education Department until police investigations into the teen's death have concluded. Yesterday, we posted a poll to find out what our viewers thought of the ministry's decision. Here are the results. 66% out of more than 4,000 people that voted believe that it's the wrong move and call for the staff to be investigated. 26% of voters said it is a reasonable move to ensure the investigation is transparent and uninterrupted. 6% said it may be necessary for them to be transferred, but called on the ministry to allow for them to be investigated as well. Several voters said that the staff should be suspended for not reporting on bullying cases. Others questioned why the staff were not detained and remanded for investigations. What are your thoughts on this? Share them in the comment section below. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.